Okay, we're back in Legend Heroes, Trails Through Daybreak, and Julia has something to sell us. Once the party bought their copy of Buzzwriter, they proceeded to page through its contents outside of the bookstore. Judith Lancer and Maxim the Red Comet, madly in love, it says. What? Those two? Maxim as in Maxim Lugan? He's the Z1 champion, yes? I do recall both of them being single, but is it really worth people getting so worked up about it? We're talking about two big celebrities possibly getting together here. That's reason enough to work people into a frenzy. But I think it's safe to say it's what's actually in the article that's got people talking. Maxim Lugan has lovers in countless places. Word on the street is that he pays visits to these women while taking his road trips. We at BuzzRaider believe that Judith Lancer is one such mistress of his, tricked into becoming one after being fed lies by the race car driver. Okay, now I see what all the fuss is about. Source for this article seems rather unreliable. Agreed, it's hard to take this article seriously with material like this. All they've got to back their claims up is a single photo, and the rest of it could be absolutely totally made-up bullshit. Which, to be fair, is pretty par for the course for magazines like that, so no surprise there. That's good to know. Can't say I'm otherwise in the habit of reading these sorts of publications often. In any case, whether those two have gotten together or not is their business. It's not our place to comment on. Yeah, I suppose you're right. But if you ask me, I can't see someone like Grimcat hooking up with the likes of him. Though I wouldn't put it past her to have a whole harem of hot items hanging around her. Sure would be nice if fancy cars really brought that sort of attention to a guy, I'll say that much. Van, what's the matter? Sorry, I got lost in my own thoughts for a sec. Let's get moving. So you can also make the comment it's happening to him as we speak, but we'll get to that. Shoot, one sec.
Hello, hello! I hope I didn't catch you at a bad time.
It's always a bad time. Nah, you're good. What's up, Armati? It's the van from earlier.
I have a little job for you. Interested?
Sure, might take us a bit before we can tackle it, but you're free to run your request by us now if you want. Actually, this request comes from a regular of mine. He's in a spot of trouble, you see. He hoped he could discuss it with you personally. Would you be a dear and make time to meet with him? You want me to... what now? Come on, man, I'm on a tight schedule here. What the hell, I do owe you one for your help in Tharbad, so I guess I can at least hear him out. I'll swing by your place in a sec. That may pose a problem. This is a matter that requires discretion, and my establishment is subject to the prying eyes of the public. They've already picked out a more secluded venue, as it so happens. Gonna trouble you to drive there instead. They'll give you a call once you're on the road, and in the meantime, let me send you the meeting location. Oh, this is... good luck, my love. Hugs and kisses. That man is, certainly a character, isn't he? He is indeed, and he's highly capable as well. He's just as adept with handling information as he is with cocktails. Won't argue with you there. So where are we headed now? We're gonna drive along the capital's Third Belt Expressway. They chose an interesting spot to meet up. I'm pretty damn curious to see who our mystery client is. They've certainly gone to great lengths to conceal where they are and what they're doing. Anyway, I believe my train is nearly at an end. As soon as we're ready, let's make our way back to the office and pick up the car. Sounds good to me. Wait, who made you the boss? Kids these days. Perhaps we should stop and resupply on our way to the office, then we can head off. Well, we should probably get the other two up to speed once we get back. Expressway Route 3 is added to the travel menu. That causes main story to advance. So is there actually anything new here for us to buy?
Ah, welcome.
Aha! Thought you could pull a fast one on me, huh? Well, that's my pot of food now.
Dawn of the Revolution.
And we just saw that movie. So, as far as I know, there actually isn't anything left for us to do. Just reading this summary real quick. Test the new functions of an orbital camera. You'll need to use my car. Oh well. Off we go, folks. Sounds like a fun drive, but once we head out, we're not going to be back for a good long while. Is there anything else I gotta do before we call it? Like, we know we got all the jobs because we got the connection point. That's one thing that kind of sucks about that system, but then again, they mark everything on the map these days, so... I guess in the end, it doesn't really matter. This is so exciting. It feels like we're in that spy movie you saw last month. You really liked that one, didn't you? I'd make fun of you for being a kid about it, but this whole thing's got my interest too. But just how do they plan to establish contact with us? My thoughts exactly. I assume it'll involve the in-vehicle Zypha. There they are. Wait, ain't that... Feel like I've seen him somewhere before. Oh, it's that smug-ass racer from a while back. Maxim Lugan, top Z1 race car driver. Yeah, that guy who always seems to be shooting himself in the foot. Fairy? We're Arkwright Solutions. You the guy Bermati wanted us to meet?
That's right. Maxim Lugan here. It's been a while, Spriggan. I'd like to ask you to do a job for me. Or, 4SPG, as I believe you call him. Now, would it be a problem if we kept this conversation completely off the record?
Whoa. Oh, it's just a... Wait, is it? It's a form of cutting-edge technology called an orbital drone. No need to be afraid. He won't bite. If you say so. Montmartre, is this a bistro? It looks so cozy. It is. The food served here is wonderful, too. And we're lucky enough to get to eat here all the time. It's no secret that holes in the wall like this tend to taste surprisingly good. I should blend in a lot better here than the luxury restaurants I usually frequent.
Hey! What you doing?
There's nobody here?
Got you!
Oh, it's just a child. Just what on earth was that for?
Got pay her protection money. She's the granddaughter of this bistro's owner. Go easy on him, Humes. He's technically a client.
Okay, but you should still take off your glasses. They make you look weird.
Well, wasn't she a rude little thing? I wouldn't be wearing these sunglasses if I had a choice in the matter.
Just to point out, his name is on his shirt. Don't let it get to you. You're the one who landed yourself in this situation, so you kind of did have a choice. Perhaps we should make our way up to the office before we draw a crowd. Yeah, we'll hear your story up there. I want you to help me find someone. Getting right to the point, huh? Tell us more. A woman, to be more specific. As you know, I'm single at the moment. However, there was one woman in the past I was very close to. We did break up after a while, but I later heard that she gave birth to our child. Wow. BuzzRaider wasn't kidding about you being a piece of shit, huh? They do say that our heroes are often corrupt. I see there's some truth to that. You're getting it all wrong. Are we? I'm not so sure we are. At least let me explain how it all happened, please. It all began 8 years ago, back when I was 23. Z1 had just started to become a big thing, and I was a rookie racer who was struggling to make it into the big leagues. One day I was in a major accident during one of my races and was badly injured. I was rushed to the hospital, and it was there we first met. She devoted her whole being to helping me recover, and thanks to her tireless care and physical therapy, I did. It was a downright miracle. When the time came for me to be discharged from the hospital, I summoned the courage to tell her how I felt, and the two of us started dating. She was both a strong-willed and kind woman, and before I knew it, I was head over heels in love with her. After I begged her enough times, she agreed to live with me, too. It was a little while after that I finally returned to racing. Thinking back, those were the happiest days of my life. Due in no small part to the support I got from her, I ended up winning my first post-recovery championship. Then I won the following championship, then the next one after that. Before I knew it, people were treating me like some kind of hero. Everyone wanted my attention. I was out partying one night after another. And I'm not proud of it, but I had more than a few one-night stands with other women around that time, too. Then one day, she suddenly disappeared from my life, leaving only a single note behind. I was filled with regret for my actions, but I didn't know what to say to her, so I just wallowed in self-loathing and let her go. But 2 years later, I went to visit that same hospital where we first met for a regular checkup, and learned by pure chance that when she left me, she learned she was pregnant and also left her job. I was so shocked that I tried to get a coworker she was close with to give me a way to contact her, but she wouldn't give me a drop of information no matter what I said. I pestered her enough that she told me she'd call the guild if I didn't stay away from her. I think I'd do the same in her position too, honestly. You really are the worst. Well, I certainly see why you can't ask the police for help with this. She chose to remove you from her life. Trying to chase her down now would likely just be seen as stalking. Yeah, if you went to the guild with this, you'd be in for a bad time. So that's why this When this latest news hit, you decided to come to us. That's right. You might not believe me, but I changed a lot since then. I do still go out partying, but I've always kept myself in check. I swear that on Adios' name. I've actually been using a lot of my free time over the past few years traveling around in hopes of finding her and our child. Make that 4 years, in fact. Wow. That is quite a lot of time. Still, even if you aren't actually dating Lanster, it sure sounds like you were happy to get to know her a bit better if you catch my drift. She just asked me out for a meal and I accepted. Really, there wasn't anything more to it than that. We never interacted much before that, so I didn't have a clue why she invited me, and I certainly had no intentions of crossing any lines with her. Besides, what man in my position wouldn't be at least a little tempted if such a beautiful woman made a move on him? And here comes the excuses. I bet Mira that if this ex of yours saw that Buzzrayer story, she'd start shaking her head.
You're right. Perhaps that should have been enough to sever the last sliver of hope remaining for me. If there was ever any hope at all. As long as I still have a chance. Please. I'm begging you. I need your help.
Well, nothing we have heard so far tells me you didn't bring this all on yourself. Not a bit of it, but I still think it qualifies as a 4 SPG based on Van's guidelines. Indeed, it's a request that can't be taken to the guild or the police while still being within reason. Van? What's her name? Do you have any photos of her? Sorry, but I can't tell you her name just yet. I know you saved me before, but I'm still not fully sure I can trust you. I don't want to cause any more trouble for her or our child than I already have. Oh? Not sure you should be making demands when you've got nowhere else to go. Perhaps, though I do understand his intent. You can never be too careful. What are we going to be using to find them, then? We'll at least want a photograph. That would give us some options in searching. Unfortunately, I don't have any. That's part of the reason why I've been reduced to wandering around searching for them myself. But it only occurred to me recently that there is one picture I took with her that's still in existence. I just don't have it. Before we moved in together, we went to Dirk Memorial Park on a date. While we were there, we participated in a special event in an area of the park that's now been closed off due to monsters. The picture's in a time capsule we buried in front of the memorial tree there. I want you to come and help me dig it up. So notice he didn't go into the bistro. This really does look like a nice little bistro. The stew and hamburg steaks are my favorite. Food they serve with alcohol isn't half bad either. They know what pairs perfect with baijiu. At least I think that's how it's pronounced. Figures you go right for the hard drinks. I have no idea what baijiu is, so don't ask me. You're making me want to stop by once we're done at the park. Oh, you're gonna want to. No, I can't. I just attract attention and cause them trouble. You're worrying yourself over nothing if you ask me. They also do takeout if that's more to your liking. We can vouch for those too. Their sandwiches are always first rate.
Aw, work must be super busy for them, huh?
How much time they would have saved if they just walked in through that damn door.
Are they already off on another job?
Or she came out sooner.
Yeah, they drove off with some weird guy with blonde hair.
You're so silly, Yume. Well, are you ready to go?
Yep! Yay! I get to go shopping with Mommy!
I'll tell you her name once we get the photo. Sorry, but that's the best way for me to make sure you guys are good in my book. Don't worry about it, that street might just go both ways. Huh? If we get our hands on that photo, we might be able to use the net to really narrow things down. I'm sure Rosette would know the specifics more than me. Right, we should be able to search for the woman in question using city data and license information. There are a plethora of legal avenues we can take to identify her if we look hard enough. Really no. How the times have changed. Just so you know, we're not going to cross any lines that aren't meant to be crossed. And even if we do locate her, there's a chance we might not tell you. What? Why not? Well, this is just an example, but it's possible she might have gotten married. In that situation, telling you her contact info might be, it'll come down to their situation in my judgment, and regardless of how things go, I'll be collecting payment. That's ridiculous! No, I suppose that makes perfect sense. I see, so she might have gotten married. What? You really thought she'd still be single? If she's as wonderful as you say, I'm sure she must have a lot of admirers. Yeah, you're right. If anything, it'd make more sense for her to be married. Don't tell me I'm too late. We're just talking possibilities. Well, if that turns out to be the case, then I swear I'll give up then and there. And I will, of course, pay for your services, so please help me. Alright, then let's put together a plan. Well, if it isn't our Grind Solutions, at it again. Back on official business today? What can I say? Another day, another mirror. Basically, we need to get into the sealed-off part of the park to sort something out for our client. Think you can help us out? You must mean the forest. No matter how often we clear the monsters, they always have a way of reappearing. Closure was only ever intended to be temporary, but stayed like that for 5 years now. That's called temporary permanent. Regardless, I'm sure you guys will be fine. Go ahead and take this. Obtain Memorial Park Forest Key. Much obliged. We'll make sure to give it back on the way out. I don't believe you, Van. Very smooth, ignoring the official part of that ranger's question. This doesn't feel entirely ethical to me. I don't get it. What's the big deal? You're as underhanded as ever. Oh well, at least now we can get in and retrieve that photo. Sure, if there's anything left of it to still be found, that is. The sealed-off forest in question appears to be to the left. We should make our way over. You guys never seem to catch a break. I feel like you're always wrapped up in something when I see you. Anyway, the forest's been closed off this whole time. I have to imagine it's pretty thick with monsters. Be careful in there. If you need to step out, don't hesitate to do so. So I'm wondering if I should put Erin in for Rosette. At least until she catches up on level. No NPCs we can talk to. Wow. And I guess we have a job over there later. Well, either here or the sequel, I guess. Forest area. Whoa, this path is so pretty. The autumn leaves look beautiful. The cosmos seem to be at their peak, too. Yes, it almost feels like a waste to keep it sealed off. Monsters? But there weren't any here 7 years ago. We're gonna have more than just those little ones to deal with, too. What? Warning, warning, large enemy presence detected. That doesn't sound good. Must be where the monster that rules this area is. Van? I was thinking the same things. Might be our perfect chance. If we must, we at least need to make sure we're ready first. What will you do, Mr. Lucan? I suspect it will be safe for you to wait here at this entrance. I could never do that. This memory means the world to me. I can't just leave it to you to recover it. I'm confident in my reflexes and agility, if nothing else, so please let me come with you. Works for me. I think you'll be fine. Just keep hold of this for me, will you? The shovel for digging up the capsule? Okay, sure. Use it if you gotta defend yourself, but don't be reckless. Stay behind us. It's just a precaution, though. Leave all the monsters to us.
This place is just how I remember it. They call this area Sunstream Grove. She and I used to go on strolls here.
Commencing battle. Proceed with caution.
Take this!
Not done yet. Show 'em what you're really capable of.
Oh, bullsh! This thing has a lot of health.
Take this!
Okay, pile on 'em, boys.
Enemy suppressed. Nice work.
Threat level high. Be extremely cautious. Get to work.
Show 'em what you're really capable of.
Take this.
Okay, so that actually can knock them out of that. I need to remember that. So I was getting ready to pop the shard.
Take this. Stay calm and deal with it. Gotcha.
Showtime. Okay. Yeah.
That looks like a nice chest.
And there's a CP charger on someone. Golden ring.
Nice.
That one's a maybe. I've got a fresh egg for that. So I'm curious about this EP charge. Skill list. Or CP, I mean. Okay, so a lot of wind and fire. Wait a second. Okay. Huh, I never noticed that. So the thing that I'm really curious about, only a 25% chance. So at full boost, this will always happen after casting a spell. Now with just one boost, that's 80%, which is still really freaking good.
Pretty hot shit, Van.
And we'll leave the bird crap to Aaron since he's volunteering. Another monster type?
This pond brings back so many memories. I used to come by and count all the red fish.
Why just the redfish?
On one occasion, I nearly fell into the water. But she grabbed my arm and pulled me close. And, oh, man.
Yep, the fact she didn't try to drown you tells you she's a keeper.
You mind saving the reminiscing for later? We're kind of trying to fight monsters here.
So I know this one back here isn't really that hurt. Ah, crap.
To get the upper hand.
This'll hurt.
Keep your guard up.
Certain arts will work better.
I'll dice you up.
So I did that because I wanted the Sepith boost.
Sucker.
It's go time.
There we go. We're down.
Here's our chance.
Activating
Crap.
A chance.
Well, it still works out.
Too slow.
Nice.
Oh boy.
Great. You did great, Van.
More enemy types.
Nesting back. Proceed with caution.
Looks like the gang's all here.
Don't forget about your charge attack.
Next.
Be sure to keep your distance. Unleashing shark strike.
They're stunned.
Use it all.
It's over.
Here's our chance.
Now's your chance to boost.
Here. Your move, Ketra.
$600 of each element, so that's one unlock I can get for someone.
Excellent. Sharper than a knife, Ketra.
Just a reminder, there's no fishing in this game. Okay, I think I see how this place is laid out.
Let's keep moving ahead. Show 'em what you're really capable of.
That's what you get. Be careful. Engaging enemy.
Show 'em what you're really capable of. There's so many of them. Look out!
Caught him off shard, unlocked.
This'll hurt.
Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand.
Make it count.
I'll dice you up. Make it count, Aaron. Activating skill.
A chance!
There! Here's our chance!
This is the one I have to worry about.
Sucker.
Man!
Full boost! Go all out! Activating skill!
I'll dice you up!
Nice. That was great.
You're a true professional, man.
Take this! Now, let's finish the job! Take this!
Boost gauge fully replenished! Enemy suppressed. Nice work!
Ah! That gazebo. This is where we'd stop to have lunch. Get up early just to fix mine. Let me tell you, her lunch is the greatest in all the...
It should be safe for now.
Here we go again. If he doesn't stop within the next 5 seconds, I'm gonna rip his tongue out.
He's dropping all these clues, but they're not putting it together.
I detect treasure.
It's back there. Red metal. I think I have one on Van, don't I? Nope. I forgot he had the macho belt.
Watch it. That one's big.
Gotcha! It's done!
Don't forget about your charge attack!
It's done! Gotcha! Get down!
You snooze, you lose. This'll hurt.
Use a shark boost, activating skill!
I'll dice you up! Here's our chance!
Activating skill.
Too slow! Aaron! There! You've got this, Agnes!
Sucker.
Ben! Give him your all!
Here's our chance!
Activating skill.
Too slow!
That's how it goes.
Take this! Now, let's finish the job! There, gotcha! It's done!
Combat over!
I see you from nobody.
Stupid creep block, man.
Take you on.
Use a shark boost to get the activating skill!
There! Here's our chance!
Activating skill.
No! You did it!
Take this! It's done!
Now, hit him with shark!
Take this! Take this, done!
I don't think I'll be able to refill it all the way.
I think I've grown a little.
This one could be particularly nasty.
Looks like a chest.
Take this!
Stay calm and deal with it.
Take the sun!
Good enough. Crap, it drew the spider in.
Keep it up! It's getting you all!
Barely fits.
I'll dice you up!
Make it count, Aaron. Going all in. You got this.
Blazing blast! Your move, Ketra! Let's party! Let's party!
Activating drive.
You've got this, Anya!
Activating skill.
Here goes.
Gotcha!
A chance! There!
Gotcha!
Well, we got our 55 hit combo there. We got 3.3. I don't know if that's the closest I've gotten to the 4 yet or what.
What'd you expect?
Miscellaneous healing stuff, and I don't even know what else I can do to make it even better. I've kind of just given up on that.
Let's get to work.
Show them what you're really capable of.
Take this!
Activating shard. Use a shard boost to get the
Oh,
upper
hell.
hand.
You're dead, dude.
Make it count, Aaron. Sucker.
There used to be an enormous flower bed here. She told me she thought it was very pretty. That's when I said to her, there's only one flower here that's caught my eye. And that's you, baby.
That line is so cheesy, it almost hurts. But I kind of wish someone would say that to me.
It is certainly devoid of any subtlety, but it is also quite honest.
Huh. Yes, corny one-liners can be good sometimes. Go figure.
The more you know.
Watch out for ranged attacks.
Couldn't take your eyes off me.
Sadly, I did get hit once
That
there.
wasn't half bad, Aaron.
Get ready. This enemy's tough.
Let's get to work.
Show them what you're really capable of. We can win right now. Unleashing shard strike. Use a shard boost to get the upper hand.
Maybe we can get this to work.
Good luck.
Keep moving, Ben!
It's over. Make it count, Aaron. You got this.
Here's our chance.
Activating skill.
Gotcha. On yes.
Activating skill.
Have some more.
If that was another unscathed.
I can live with this.
Good work, on yes. I see me some nobody.
Gotcha. Now, let's finish the job.
Look out!
Got a whole slew of them.
Use a sharp activating skill.
I'll dice you up.
Didn't even bother counting, just cut. Attack 3.
You picked the wrong guy to fight.
You're a true professional, then.
Maintenance mode engaged.
There you go. Don't say I don't give you anything, Fairy. Because if I had my way, I'd just give you the boot.
Enemy sighted. Be careful. Engaging enemy.
Don't forget about your charge attack.
Take this! Take this down!
This is it. Close in and kick some ass.
Look out!
So I did do this one fairly prematurely, but...
To get the upper hand.
Oh well.
This'll hurt.
Yeah, I can't reach that.
It's working.
Make it count.
Huh.
Party.
I know this is the move I was looking for. It's not gonna work either.
Keep it up. It's working. Give it your all.
It's over! Go, Catra!
Initializing drive.
Going all in.
I'll get them all at once.
Initializing drive.
I'll crush them all at once. Like the dice.
Activating skill.
Go, Catra! Here goes.
Use a sharp boost to get the
This'll
upper hand.
hurt.
Give them your all.
I'll dice you up! All you on, yes.
Activating skill.
Gotcha!
So we got our 58 hit combo there. I bet it's like 3.1 at best.
I can live.
3.5, that's a small improvement. I got a pearl ring when it was all said and done. 100 Sepith Mass. Getting close to maxing out the hollow cores, it looks like. So I could have swapped someone around to get 3.6, but I don't know where that last 0.4 has to come from. Maybe if I could have did a bigger combo? If I went to 100?
Watch out for ranged attacks. Menacing battle. Proceed with caution. Don't forget about your charge attack.
That's what you get.
Gotcha!
We can win right now.
Take this! Take the sun! Take this!
Keep moving, Van.
I'll dice you up! All you on, yes.
Activating skill.
Here's a little more.
Enemy sighted. Be careful.
I can live with this.
That was nothing to sneeze at on, yes?
That looks like a nice chest.
Stay calm and deal with it.
Gauge fully replenished. Activating shards.
I don't know if that's enough to trigger Swapper, though.
Let's party!
So you know what? Let's just play it safe.
Going all in.
It's up to you now. I'm on the scene. Perfect chance.
A boost would work here.
I'll round them up and flames.
Now's your chance to boost.
I'll take care of them.
Initiating drive.
Now's a good time to boost.
Going all in.
Use a shard boost to get the upper hand.
Make it count.
Eat this! Keep moving, Van!
There.
Activating skill.
Gotcha.
Activating skill.
A chance!
This'll
Use a shard
hurt.
boost to get the upper hand.
It's over! There!
What was my multi?
Nice.
You gotta be kidding me. So there were some here I didn't do, but which ones? I don't even remember. We got the 7 rush, which I know is the big one. Charge attack or unscathed, perfect dodge. Oh no, that's what I'm missing.
Great.
Wonder what that is. That one worth that much? I wonder.
Great, Van. I've got this. I'm on it.
So I'm pretty sure it has to be unscathed.
This looks like a good spot to rest.
That hits the spot.
Actually, now that I think about it.
Right.
So I could try to go back and reset the monsters, or I can just go forward. Reset has caught up in level. So I know Carbuncle is supposed to be like absorbing or reflecting magic, one of the two. Almost got Tyrant Storm. Hey, we got exactly 150 enemies.
That tree! I think that's it.
Finally. Took us long enough.
The Millennial Tree, the largest tree in Dirk Memorial Park. Measuring over 80 yards tall, is believed to have stood for more than 1,000 years. Be a shame if something happened to it right here, you know? It's got nothing on the Azure Tree. There it is, that's the tree, I'm sure of it. Is the capsule buried under that stone then? So what, this stone some monument for brain-dead lovebirds? How dare you, it's under that monument, but still. What's that sound? Get back, champ. Ah, Grandma's spider showed up. What is that, a giant spider? Solemn Slaughter Spider Lagrantula. 1 giant spider and 6 smaller ones, although smaller is very subjective. I suspect they'll be a force to be reckoned with. Van Anyas. I have the Genesis right here. There's no need to hold back against it, just wear it down some and leave the rest to me. Fine by me, leave it to us. I doubt this will require a Grendel, dude.
Now's your chance to boost.
Transmitting code.
So I don't know if they fail to get through the shield if it's still considered unscathed.
Full boost. Go all out.
Got a whole slew of them.
Let's party!
Oh, that sucks.
Time for the main event.
Boost gauge limiter unlocked. A chance.
Problem is, Jabberwock arm isn't actually that big in terms of radius.
Let's party!
Make it count!
All you on ya! Go time!
Going all in.
I'll crush them all at once!
There we go.
Gotcha!
I won't lose.
Make it count!
Actually, if I were to do this...
I'll get them all at once. Full boost. Go all out. Attack their weakness with an art.
Let's party!
Activating
moving
skill.
there.
Think fast.
Take this! Go time!
Hoping she's still close enough for Catra.
Keep it up. It's working.
Activating skill.
Blazing blast!
There.
Activating skill.
Here's our chance!
It's only 3 turns, which is not much solace.
Let's party!
Initializing drive.
Petra. Activating skill. Here goes. Activating drive. Dispatching shield.
A chance!
Full boost. Go all out.
Keep moving, Van! It's over! They're down!
Ha!
On yes!
Activating skill.
I'm going.
Energy output at full throttle.
Activating skill.
Blazing blast!
Petra. Activating skill.
That's right, I was missing Tenderizer in that last one, wasn't I?
Initializing drive.
On yes!
Activating skill.
Here goes.
Keep moving, Van! It's over!
That's how it goes.
So yeah, Tenderizer's only 0.2. We also didn't get the triple chain. That would have done it too, wouldn't it have? Son of a...
I leveled up.
How is it still moving? Get back behind us. Van, are you ready? Yeah, I'm counting on you guys. Right, start the recording, Theo. I'll back you up however I can. Please be careful, Van. And then the thing just drops over dead anyway. What in idiot's name is he doing? Why are you all just standing there? There's no way he can take much more of this. We know that. Just shut up and watch. Mr. Arkwright will be just fine. We believe in him. Goddess above, please keep him safe. Now. This is it. Phase space expansion confirmed. And here we are. We're inside too? Safe for Mr. Lugan, it would seem. Perhaps it's like the combat links used in the Empire, an application of the SCLM system.
You call and I answer? What's going on?
Giant enemy crab, kinda. Just let me hit its weak spot for massive damage. Mare! She finally shows up. She really is cute. A hologram? No, it's more like our collective unconscious being hacked through spiritual resonance. Indeed, she appears to be an AI powerful enough to perform the vast calculations that would require. You saved us from a lot of close calls in the past, but I guess this is our first chance to have a proper talk. Just what are you, Mare Bear? Why do you have a sense of self like this?
Will you stop calling me that? Besides, you know who I am. I'm your one-of-a-kind, fantabulous hollow mare! Model MKESV-004. I'm being gracious enough to lend you a helping hand as a... under the influence of the...
Wait, what? There was nothing to stop us hearing what she said, but even then I just couldn't comprehend it. Indeed, I remember reading about this phenomenon in the reports from Crossbell and the Empire.
This is so annoying. What's this? Are you recording what's happening here?
That's right, we'd prefer not to have to go through all this every time we want to see you. So we were hoping there was a way to recreate the process and better control the Grendel without deliberately exposing Van to danger.
I see. You humans do think of some fascinating ideas, even if your methods are a little primitive.
Fighting words for a fun-sized pipsqueak.
You watch your mouth, redhead!
Please, this is no time for fighting. So you can do it, right? Please, Miss Mare, we need your help.
And now we've tacked on this? Well, whatever. Just be careful. Using it too much will cause... As long as you're mindful of that, go ahead and decipher the recreation process from your logs later.
Right, understood.
Well then, Van. Will you bear the nightmare, or not?
Nah, I'm good.
I will. I'll bear it. These fragile chains guide me to this realm, where I am now made manifest. I am both the nightmare and the beast that devours it!
Darkness Forging Armored Demon, Grendel Altar.
Stay back, please!
You did it!
Van!
Lapis code. Activate. On yes.
Initializing drive.
We'll take that! Full boost! Don't hold back, Van! Take this! A chance!
Boost level maximum strength.
Crap.
I won't lose. On yes.
Activating skill.
Full boost! Don't hold back, Dan!
Let's party! Faulty accord! You're finished!
A chance! Activating drown. Petra!
Activating skill.
Here goes!
And that's a wrap. So that does count as unscathed because they didn't pierce the shield. That is really good to know. Got Azure. Van, are you okay? Yeah, I'm exhausted, but I'm not hurting. Too much of a workout for the old bones, huh? Shut up. So did it work? Yeah, it looks like I recorded everything just fine. We can work on analyzing it as soon as we get back. Just what are you? We'll keep quiet about your business, and we sure appreciate if you keep quiet about ours. Anyway, there's nothing in the way now, so how about we get to treasure hunting? Right, I'll get right on that. This isn't it. Not here either. Here it is. Found it. Oh, hey. It looks to have been made of a corrosion-resistant alloy. There's Maxim's name, too. But the one below it...
I finally found it. Wow. I look so young in this picture. And there she is right with me. I could never forget her face.
That has to be... You gotta be kidding me.
What? What is it? Why are you all reacting like that?
What are the odds of this? But everything we've been told about the woman in question does match. Yeah, even down to Yume's age.
Wait. You don't all happen to know Paulette, do you? Don't just go silent on me. Say something!
All done? Well, aren't you such a good girl, Yume?
Yume. So that's her name.
Come to think of it, your eyes are the same color as hers. Would have been a better twist if she was someone else's kid. Okay, there are times where Aaron does redeem himself. Would have been a better twist if she was someone else's kid.
No, it would not!
Hope we did the right thing by telling him where she lives. I have my doubts too, but it's not as though she's married. And I'm not sure how we could have talked our way out of telling him after our reactions earlier. Can't believe the diva of the diner used to date this guy.
Well, sorry for not living up to your standards. I really do appreciate your help finding her, though. But where is Paulette? I don't recall seeing her earlier, either.
Maybe buying extra stuff sounds about right at this time of day. Fio's helping her, but I'm sure she still needs to go out herself sometimes.
Oh, you'd be surprised just how much of a help that little one has been.
Paulette, how long have you been standing there?
I was just over at Brenda's store buying some extra seasonings. Oh.
Hey, it's, I don't really know what I'm doing.
Dude's going for it, huh?
It's been a while, hasn't it?
Do we have ourselves a new customer? It's nice to meet you. I'm Paulette, an employee at this bistro. So, you must be a friend of Van's?
Rest in peace. Her reaction comes as no surprise, of course.
Yeah, you could say that. Sorry. it looks like I mistook you for someone else. I suppose I should get out of your hair now. I'll wire you your mirror as soon as I get a chance.
Maxim, sorry to burst your bubble when you're trying to play it cool, but you're leaving your Lino here?
I can see you've had quite the busy day. It's almost time to close up shop for the day, but if you haven't eaten yet, you're welcome to come in for something.
Are you sure about that?
Of course. Monmar's doors are open to anyone and everyone. You're all welcome to come in too, of course. I'll go hop in the kitchen.
November 9th, 6:20 p.m.
This food tastes so good. And yet strangely salty.
Stop crying on that steak. A good cow gave its life up for that, man.
Paulette.
Huh? What is it?
Get him out of here.
Well, nothing, but...
Hey! What you crying for, mister?
That poor cow. He's in for a long ride if that's anything to go by. There might be a light at the end of the tunnel for him, though. Even if he will have to keep proving his sincerity to earn it. True, but if he can, I'm sure everything will work out for the best. Alright then, that's another job well done. I bet he earns a boatload, so he better get ready to pay up. And you know, no matter how damn good a race car driver he is, I'm not so sure I want to accept him as Yume's dad. Doesn't hurt to be happy for people, Van. Sometimes it does. I might be with him here. I've only just met Paulette, but I can tell she's a lovely woman who deserves only the best. All the regulars downstairs love her too. I've been in her debt for years myself. Still, I can't imagine it'll be easy for him to get back into her good graces, so I'll just sit back and watch smugly till he does. Yeah, he should suffer a little for all he's done. He's really gonna have his work cut out if he wants the old man and the kid to welcome him into their lives too. I think you all need to be a little more forgiving of others. Changing the subject, however, we certainly had some interesting developments on another front, didn't we? Did we ever? Even if it feels like the number of questions I need answering has only increased. Well, we've had dinner and we've still got plenty of time left before we need to call it a day. You mind getting to work, Katra? Not at all. This is our time to shine. Yeah, I think there should be enough data to narrow down the triggers for making Mare appear. If you'll give me a hand, I should be able to have the job done by tonight even. I'd be delighted to. I have a wireless network set up already, so that should help. You've been getting yourselves all set up here while I wasn't looking, huh? I think that's a good thing. We can't rely on Ren for every little thing, after all. Just don't expect me to work as fast as she does. I don't think I have that in me. The infamous Kitty is extraordinarily capable as a hacker. No ordinary operator could hope to compare. All of you might as well be using some kind of magic to me. As long as they're willing to do all that work, I'm not even going to think about it. Just leave the tech to the pros. So do you think you'll be able to turn into the Grendel without putting yourself in mortal danger? In theory, it should be possible. Looks like Anya's being in the vicinity with at least one Genesis is a mandatory condition, though. So far, you've been constantly putting yourself in serious danger just to transform and help us win. So I sincerely hope there's some way for you to transform without having to resort to that. And we should be conscious of what Mare said about not relying on the Grendel too much. We'll all do what we can to support you so that you don't have to. I won't let you always shoulder most of the burden yourself. I won't either. I'm going to keep getting stronger so I can help more. I don't actually care how much danger you have to put yourself in, but I'm not down to have you always steal our thunder. As the concierge assigned to support you, I've been opposed to you exposing yourself to unnecessary risk from the start. Listen here. I'm inclined to agree. After what Mare said, I think this is something you should absolutely only use against the strongest of opponents. Fine. The more people who come to work for me, the less I feel like I'm the one in charge. Do you have something else you want to say? Nope, not at all. Man, someone's whipped. Oh, by the way, we still don't have any idea why we couldn't understand some of what Mare was saying, right? Yeah, almost forgot about that.
I'm being gracious enough to lend you a helping hand as a under the influence of the... Just be careful. Using it too much will cause...
We heard what she was saying. It was more like our brains couldn't process it or something. That's how I'd put it. It was almost as if we were listening to an audio recording and part of it was replaced by noise. Kinda creepy if we're being real here. It's like we came dangerously close to one of this world's many secrets. I'm sorry, just forget I said something so silly. I've clearly read one too many books. I don't think it was silly at all. If anything, it sounds right. I think it's a possibility we ought to keep in mind. Yeah, for sure. Maybe a client.
Oh, I got through! Phew. I was worried I didn't have the right number.
That sounds like... Ashen?
晚上好. Good evening, guys. It feels like I haven't talked to you in ages.
It's good to see you again, Ashen. It really is. What are you calling about? Decide to give up on Sao and go after this old fart instead? Of course not. You shut up, Aaron. I hope he hasn't been raising too much of a ruckus over in Edith, by the way, especially when it comes to women. About that, he does come home smelling like perfume sometimes. What can I say? I like getting to know people. Can we be serious for 5 minutes around here? Also, I'm 5 years younger than Sal, I'll have you know. Can't believe you know that off the top of your head. Also, sorry to ask, but I don't think we've met before. I assume she's connected to Hayway in some manner. Aaron did mention that you have some new part-timers. I'm Ashen Lu. I'm indeed part of one of the families of Hayway. Wait, your new part-timers are a maid and a pretty boy? Arkwright Solutions never settles for average, does it? Our cast is a colorful one, yeah, so what's this about? Is Sal causing trouble again? I wouldn't say that. He's as busy as always. And actually, I didn't just call you on behalf of Hayway today. This message is from several others, too. Really now? What message? Well, I guess we're going to Longley. Well, Baba had the chance to talk to a few other important people with different affiliations the other day. And apparently the topic ended up shifting to you guys, and they agreed to do a little something special for you. You know, for all you've done for the people of Longport, Tharbad, and Basel. Consider it a special thank you gift from everyone. Hang on a minute. The important people you're talking about wouldn't happen to be...
I'm calling on behalf of Elzheim's Crown Prince Sharid, the Basel Institute of Sciences Professor Hamilton, the Kowloon Group's Fan Lu, and one other individual, whose name I will not disclose, to extend you an invitation. They all want you to spend 2 nights at the 5-star Hekizanro Inn in the Eastward Hot Springs Paradise of Longley. Your tickets should arrive shortly.
Evening, special delivery. November 9th, 8:05 p.m. There's no way there isn't more to this than it seems. But it's true we've been real busy lately. It would be a good chance to get some R&R. Man, Longley sure brings back some memories.
Your mindset is very different from that of others. It has long convinced you that there is no place for you in this world. And that is, from my perspective, proof positive that you still have so much to learn. For everything in this world is connected. I'm sure you will one day come to that realization yourself, with enough first-hand experience.
He always tried to pretend he was normal, but he was anything but. Wish I'd been able to avenge him, but that chance is long gone now. Still, I suppose Longley wouldn't be a bad place to visit to pay my respects since I can't get over to his grave. My crew could use a break about now, too. Anyway, I guess I'll go wander around for a while before turning in. We're gonna be away for 3 days, so I want to make sure everything's in order before we head out. And you know the drill, so we'll be doing the rounds in the next video. Stay tuned. I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.